Fair warning, everything is a spoiler, but we can't not talk about it. These leaks are huge. For the Day 1 raiders, it's been unofficially confirmed, I believe through data mining the game files, that King's Fall will be the upcoming raid. This is great news for those of us that want to participate in Day 1 of the raid, but are hesitant because of most groups requiring a 24-hour commitment, among other things. Knowing what raid it's going to be makes it highly improbable that a 24-hour commitment will be necessary for just about any group, and it also makes it so that people like myself that didn't play Destiny 1 can at least watch a guide and keep up with the people who did play Destiny 1. I kind of had mixed feelings on the whole thing of, hey, we're bringing back a raid that half the community has already done. Good luck being the first to complete it. Because going in blind on this one makes it so that there is almost no remote chance whatsoever at World First for any group that isn't entirely composed of people that ran this raid in Destiny 1. Any single group member that didn't play D1 would either have to watch a video or have it explained to them by someone that first has to figure out how to explain this thing they haven't done in many years, and that already puts the whole group behind. I felt like the entire thing created this unspoken divide in the community between those that played D1 and those that didn't, and while it's cool for Bungie to do something that rewards loyalty, I think they could find a way to go about it that doesn't discourage the other half of the community from participating. Now, having not played D1 myself, I didn't want to join a Day 1 group purely because I felt like I'd be a burden, and there's part of me that wants to entertain the possibility that in some shape or form these leaks happened on purpose when someone at Bungie said, hey, what about the rest of the player base? If it wasn't intentional, the obvious question is, why does Bungie leave these things in places that they should know people can access externally? Small indie company, I get it, but they've been in the game for over 30 years. Surely they knew it would happen when they put it in the files, and this was their way of sticking to their original intention of it being a surprise, but without it actually being a surprise. That's where my head is at, given that I've seen Bungie be nothing but inclusive and rewarding since I joined this community, and releasing a raid from Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 with a world first yet no knowledge of what raid it's going to be kind of runs counterintuitive to the concept of inclusivity in the current atmosphere. I hope it was on purpose, otherwise there's several avenues in which we arrive at the inquiry of, what were they thinking? Anyway, moving on, the name of the season was also leaked, Season of the Plunder, in addition to some details about the story. There's the implication in the name of the season that piracy will be a factor, there's some stuff in there about the Witness and the Traveler, quest names, mentions of new locations, all that good stuff. I won't spoil any of the fine details. If you're interested in taking a peek at what's coming in the lore, check out the original posts, the links will be in the description. The last leak and the cherry on top of all this news is something I didn't believe at first. When I was scrolling through the comments of the Destiny Reddit thread about the existence of the leaks, someone asked for a link. The first response had a link, but when I saw Fortnite in the URL, I immediately dismissed it as a troll and kept scrolling, only to find that it was real. A Destiny Fortnite crossover is happening. This may very well be the first time I've seen Fortnite mentioned in anything that goes through my Reddit feed without it being a meme. Though, just like a firearm is loaded even when it's not, Fortnite is a meme even when it's not. The amount of crossovers Fortnite has had with other franchises makes this a meme even though it's real news. Right now, all we have is this image of what Destiny is getting from Fortnite. And I'm not mad about it. Warlock is getting this sick mecha kitsune mask, and there's this neon pink electricity vibe going on with the gloves that I hope is part of the actual gloves that we get in-game instead of just flashy concept art. I'd probably even use that class item that has a pink fox projection. Hunter has this obsidian-colored mecha Oni thing going on, and I hope the shader is part of it because the whole getup is super clean. This Titan over here, though, I wouldn't know any of this was from Fortnite if it wasn't stated in plain English, but the Titan just looks like a Titan. I'd probably think this was a Star Wars promotion related to the First Order before anything else. It has the red and black vibe with the glowing red eyes, it's super menacing. But that's cool, everything else Titan is getting next season is looking really good. After all that drama about Twilight Garrison not coming back, they brought back a version of it just as an ability instead of an exotic, in addition to us already having another version of Twilight Garrison with shoulder charges. Like, if the thruster ability was already planned when all that went down, imagine the restraint it must have taken for the sandbox lead to be receiving death threats and still not divulge that we're getting a ground version of it with Arc 3.0. But I digress, I've never been much of a Fortnite player myself, yet I'm still interested to find out what, if anything, Fortnite will be adding from Destiny. Like, how cool would it be to see the Witness versus Goku, or Cade 6 versus Vegeta, or Yamcha losing to Hawthorne's bird? For context, there was a Dragon Ball Fortnite crossover recently. There's also been Marvel and DC, Star Wars, Ghostbusters, Halo, Alien and Predator, Street Fighter, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, the list goes on. And while I'll probably never be a Fortnite enthusiast myself, credit where credit is due, Epic has built quite the universe that Destiny will now be a part of. And I can't wait to see what they do with it. Even though the same people that were up in arms about Twilight Garrison are probably going to make a controversy out of this as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, etc., and I hope to see you guys in there for the new season and the new raid.